Hello Manchester United fans. Man United explode into race to sign England midfielder and 104-goal striker in bargain double deal. Manchester United are already making moves for Lille stars Angel Gomez and Jonathan David ahead of the summer, with the duo set to be available on free transfers and with the potential move for the Canadian also confirmed by a trusted source. The Red Devils will have some funds to play with, but due to their PSR, profitability and sustainability rules, situation, they may need to offload players before sanctioning any major incomings. Marcus Rashford is expected to leave permanently, Christian Eriksen and Victor Lindelof will likely depart on frees, and the club are actively looking to sell Casemiro and Antony. For this reason, Man United are looking at players set to be available on free transfers. According to Spanish outlet Fichajes, Gomez and David are on their shortlist. The report claims the Red Devils have set their sights on the Lille pair, whose contracts both expire in June, and as yet, there has been no indication that either will sign an extension. Gomez, 24, is a Man United Academy graduate. He broke into the first team as a youngster before leaving for Lille in 2020 after he struggled for consistent game time. The midfielder has impressed during his time in France and earned a call-up to the England team last year. His form has caught the attention of several Premier League sides. David, on the other hand, is considered to be a top-class striker on his day, notching 104 goals in 219 appearances for Lille so far. Rúben Amorim wants more competition for Rasmus Hojlund up front, so signing the 25-year-old on a free could be a savvy move. Man United interest in Angel Gomez confirmed by sources. Team Talk contributor Ben Jacobs confirmed in a report 2 weeks ago that Gomez is on Man Utd's radar, with an approach possible in the summer. The talented midfielder has previously hinted that he may be open to a return to Old Trafford, but in a more recent interview, insisted he remains focused on Lille for now. I'm aware of clubs inquiring about my situation, but I'm now completely focused on Lille, Gomez said. I want to finish the season in the best way possible, and then we will see what happens. I'm focused on the present and not on negotiations. But with regards to a new striker, our understanding is that Man United are not just looking at free agent options. Our sources state that Ipswich Town's Liam Delap has been shortlisted by the Red Devils, although Chelsea are the current favourites to sign him. Victor Osimhen, Victor Gyökeres and Harry Kane also have admirers at Old Trafford. As for David, we can confirm that Barcelona are very interested in a deal for him and will be firmly in the race for his signature come the summer. West Ham United are also keen on the Canadian international, but convincing him to sign may prove difficult as they look set to miss out on European football next season. Amorim orders Man United to complete €40 million signing after verbal agreement claims. A senior reporter has confirmed Rúben Amorim has tasked Man United with signing a new wingback they rate at €40 million. Though there are differing opinions on whether a verbal agreement with the player is already in place. For Rúben Amorim's tenure at Manchester United to be a success, the Portuguese must be provided with a squad of players more suited to his system and tactical demands. Amorim wasted no time in implementing his customary 3-4-2-1 formation, though at present he lacks the necessary personnel in several key positions. A new signing at centre-forward is a must amid the continued struggles of Rasmus Hojlund and Joshua Zirkzee. Elsewhere, Amorim needs another starting wing-back to follow Patrick Dorgu into Old Trafford. A player Amorim knows well is Sporting CP's Giovanni Quenda. The 17-year-old can play up and down either flank, though was primarily deployed at right wing-back during Amorim's final months in Lisbon. Trusted reporters David Ornstein and Fabrizio Romano have both confirmed Man United are exploring a move for Quenda. And per the latest from the Daily Star's chief sports writer, Jeremy Cross, Amorim has instructed his club to strike a deal. The report read, Manchester United manager Rúben Amorim has urged his club bosses to stump up the cash to sign teenage sensation Giovanni Quenda. Amorim wants to raid former club Sporting Lisbon to sign Quenda in a £35 million, roughly €40 million, deal. Amorim is a huge fan of Quenda's, having overseen his progress into the Sporting first team during his time in charge, and he is keen to lure the winger to Old Trafford this summer, provided United bosses are willing to fund the deal. Amorim has held talks with senior figures at United about who he wants to bring in the next window, and he has made it clear to them that Quenda has to be one of United's leading targets. Man United strike verbal agreement with Giovanni Quenda? According to reporter Ben Jacobs, Man United have already verbally agreed personal terms with the talented teenager. Speaking on TalkSport last week, Jacobs said, "The player has agreed verbally personal terms. He's waiting to see if the clubs pre-agree a transfer or wait until the summer." The price Manchester United are looking at is €40 million. Sporting want a minimum of €60 million. There's a release clause at €100 million. If Man United can get this done for south of €60 million, it's not only a good signing for the now and the future, and not only a player that Rúben Amorim knows really well, but also potentially another deal they can get without being forced, as they did for example with Rasmus Hojlund, to pay more than they ideally want to do. However, transfer insider Rudy Galletti has subsequently told Team Talk no such agreement is in place. Galletti wrote, "There are no agreements in neither verbal nor of any other kind between United and the Portuguese player or between them and his current club, Sporting CP. Erik Ten Hag gives forward verdict on Man United tenure and confirms plan to return." Erik Ten Hag was sacked by Manchester United in October, despite being handed a contract extension earlier last year and backed with £200 million worth of signings in the summer. Erik Ten Hag has suggested that good was not enough at Manchester United in his first interview since being sacked the Red Devils. Ten Hag, 55, was given the axe in October after a woeful start to his third season, as United shelled out £10.4 million to offload him and his coaching staff. That was off the back of an 8th-place finish, the worst United have performed in the Premier League era, and a 5-place drop from where they finished alongside winning the Carabao Cup in 2023. What saved Ten Hag was a stunning victory over rivals Manchester City in the FA Cup final, earning himself a contract extension and the support of United's hierarchy. But their faith didn't last long, and now Rúben Amorim is in charge of the Red Devils. Ten Hag issued a statement shortly after his departure, but he's recently spoken more candidly in an interview via his agency, SEG. Ten Hag declared, "We had many highs, but as I always say, there is always room for improvement." The former Ajax manager added, "Good is not enough. You can do always better." Ten Hag went on to state that he doesn't have any plans to return to management this season, confirming, "I've already decided not to take any job until the 1st of July, so until the start of the new season." Although he seems happy to be having a break from the dugout, Ten Hag admitted, "If there's one thing I miss, it's Old Trafford." The 55-year-old evidently appreciated feeling the support of United fans, beginning his farewell statement by saying, "Dear fans, let me start by thanking you. Thank you for always being there for the club. Whether it was at a game far away or a tough match at Old Trafford, your support has been unshakable. The atmosphere at Old Trafford has always been electrifying. Thanks to you. I felt it many times. Also in away games, it gave the team and me an incredible feeling to hear the United chants taking over the opponent's stadiums, whether the game was in England, Europe, or during the summer tours. I always enjoyed meeting Manchester United fans throughout the world. Walking the streets and being able to chat with fans in England, Europe, Asia, Australia, the USA. You inspired me and radiated a strong sense of unity. That's what makes United supporters so special. I want to thank you for giving me this feeling and for your support. I also want to thank the staff in every department of the club for their unwavering support in good times and bad. We won 2 trophies, achievements that I will cherish for the rest of my life. Of course, my dream was to bring more trophies to the cabinet. Unfortunately, that dream has come to an end. I wish all Manchester United fans nothing but success, trophies, and glory. Your support. Manchester United coaches losing patience with Rasmus Hojlund. Rasmus Hojlund has gone 16 games without a goal for Man United and has tallied only 2 Premier League goals all season. Manchester United coaches are losing patience with striker Rasmus Hojlund amid his prolonged goal drought. Hojlund has not scored in the last 16 games, and one United coaching staff member was particularly scathing of the 22-year-old's performance in the 1-0 defeat at Tottenham 8 days ago. With United 2-0 down at Everton on Saturday, Hojlund was replaced by the 17-year-old Chido Obi, making only his second appearance for the club. There was a loud cheer from the away end when Hojlund went off in the 70th minute, and some supporters in attendance have suggested they were in response to Hojlund's removal as much as Obi's introduction. United scored twice within 10 minutes of Hojlund's substitution. The reaction was in stark contrast to the boos that greeted Hojlund's substitution on his full debut for United against Brighton in September 2023. United sources maintain staff are encouraging Hojlund during training sessions. United head coach Rúben Amorim decisively hooked Hojlund after he lost an aerial duel in the 3-1 comeback win against Southampton last month. Amorim has not concealed his frustration with Hojlund and other United players on the touchline during games. Hojlund received the number 9 shirt at the start of the season but has scored 7 goals, with only 2 coming in the Premier League. He has failed to register in 27 of the 33 United matches he has appeared in this season. United signed Hojlund for £64 million, rising to £72 million from Atlanta in July 2023, having initially insisted they would not pay more than £60 million for the Denmark international. Hojlund switched to the SEG international agency that represents former United manager Erik Ten Hag prior to the transfer. Hojlund had a respectable first campaign, scoring 16 goals in 2023-24, but his meek performances and United's current goal difference of -7 make a move for a more prolific striker in the summer inevitable. Since Amorim took charge in November, Hojlund has completed 90 minutes only 5 times and he has been substituted on 10 occasions.